Neil here again from the Online Golf Store. Welcome back to another video. So we got a few questions now about we sell a kit on our website which is basically a golf buggy motor control wire kit. So we had a few questions about how this connects to your golf buggy. So a lot of the golf buggies have what's called a Curtis controller, and this is your Curtis 1228 controller. So we'll go through the inputs first and then we'll talk a little bit about our kit that we sell. So we sell this wiring kit. We actually sell all these bits, but we're just going to talk about this throttle control kit today. So you've got two inputs on the left in the Curtis controller for your battery, 24 volt system. So you have a 24 volt positive and negative. This is just to represent what your connection might look like. It'll be very different probably on your buggy. You then have two motor wires into your 24 volt motor, and each one of these, although they're black and red, they're not positive or negative. You have motor 1 and motor 2, doesn't matter which one they go, I typically put them in the middle. Your red wire for forwards typically is motor 1 and motor 2. They could be both black. Your red could be on motor 2 and your black on motor 1. All that does, if you get that in the wrong place, is reverses the polarity in the motor, changes the motor in the wrong direction. So if you get it wrong and you find your buggy's going backwards in the forward position, then you can swap these two over. Here you have a Molex plug. This is plug in, plug out. So it's a very straightforward system that connects in. Now I'll not go into what each one of these wires does in particular, but I'll just reference them. So this one here, the red, pink and black wire, this connects to your charger. So this is your charger input here. If you want to charge your battery externally, you don't need to have that connected. Next one is your purple and green wire. This one goes to the brake of the motor. Now it's very important that your brake is connected, because if your brake is not connected, the motor controller will not activate. You will not get a click from the brake and the motor will not run. So you have to have the brake connected. Moving on to these two then, so you have an on-off switch and then you have a plug for your throttle, for your speed control. So these will just disconnect each plug. Try to do this with one hand. So each plug is a quick connect. So it has a button to press to disconnect and then reconnect. Your brake connector may not be like this one, which is connected directly into the motor. Quite often your brake connection will have a joining lead, because you'll have two males, if you like. You'll have two males like this, if you like, one male coming from your brake and one male coming from the Curtis loom. This is the female side, so quite often you'll have an adapter lead. If you don't have that, you can just join these. You can join these. This sends a 24 volt signal to the motor, so you can join these together. And again, it doesn't matter which orientation, they're not positive or negative, to join those together. So just taking a quick look then at the loom itself. So the part that we will send you in our throttle control system. So under the assumption that you have a working controller and that you have a working motor, we will send you this kit from our website. So you get rubber grip for the left, you get a half grip and a collet which goes in here, and that means that the half grip pushes against that and doesn't get caught on the twist throttle. So your twist throttle is spring loaded with a forward and reverse button and a key switch to turn it on and off. So that's it off, that's it on, and then your push button forward, push button for reverse, and your speed control. This goes down your frame, cable tied on, and it leaves you with this plug. Doesn't want to zoom in. Leaves you with this plug connection, which then goes to the back loom. So the back loom is like this. It feeds through the hole in your frame. You put your screw your nut to hold it in place, and this runs up to the back of the buggy. These two connections connect to the Molex plug. This is also in the kit, and as I've shown you earlier, you get 2 wires connected to this, 1 wire connected to your charger cable, and 1 wire connected to your brake. I have a charger cable I can show you. So this is your charger cable. We also have these available on the website. 3-pin 24-volt charger, and it just connects in to here. So you've black to black, red to red, and brown to pink. And again, every connection is just plug and play. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any connections on this throttle system, you can leave them in the comments and I'll respond to them fairly quickly. A couple of things to note: some trolleys have PG drive technologies, so they won't work with this system. Some buggies have a foot pedal system and it's a different throttle band. So yes, it'll work with a Curtis controller, but you may need a programmer to change the throttle band from inside. And we have a controller. I can show you how to do that, but without a controller, you'd be better to send us the actual Curtis system, and then we could set that up so as you get it back, you can convert your foot pedal one to a twist grip throttle. We like to have the twist grip throttle with the key on the dash. It means you can isolate the system from the key on the dash rather than having the key between your feet, which would be typical on the older models. So yeah, as I said, any questions, hit them up in the comments. It's quite a short video with this one, but it's just to cover this and to get it on the website so that you see what you're getting if you place an order for one of these. So catch you in the next one.